Hello guys, myself Sriman, currently pursuing third year of mechanical in Dr. NCPIT. Today I am here to present my project of air quality monitoring system. Okay. First of all, what is air pollution? Air pollution is nothing but the amount of particles present in the air exceeding a threshold value. Okay, so that is termed as air pollution. Simply we can keep it as more number of particles in the air in the cubic meter or something. Okay, first, how is air pollution created? It is created by several means and mostly industrial means. So as a mechanical engineer, I want to focus on industrial means and provide a solution for it. I am developing a component which detects the air quality and it reports to the user or the specified higher authorities. Okay, so just what is a problem? Okay, generally air quality is the basic need of every human being and every living organisms and the environment. Okay, so what we are doing is we are completely polluting it and we have no regulations to it. What my project does, it regulates every amount of exhaust gases or hazardous gases produced from an industry. Okay, that is a problem. So problem is that more amount of toxic gases exhibiting from the industries. Okay, what is the solution we propose for it? We can't purify every air that is letting out of the industry. So we are keeping a threshold value and the air quality, the bad air, the toxic gases do not exceed the threshold value. Okay. What our project does is, it is a simple modular system which consists of Arduino and various sensors. It is integrated with various sensors which monitor the air quality and produce the reports on daily basis and monthly basis. Okay, so we can propose an industry that installing our component into your exhaust ports lets us know how much toxic gases you are emitting. Although every industry may not be interested in it, we can propose it to the higher authority to regulate the pollution of harmful gases. Okay, so first of all, then this is our solution which we are giving to the industries. Then what is our component? Simple. I will just explain it with actual prototype. Okay, it is actually a working model which we will be showing in the afterwards. Okay. Then first, this is our project, and it is simply a 3D. It is simply a modulated system which consists of several sensors, Arduino boards, etc. So what our system does is, it has 4 sensors integrated with an Arduino and a power supply board which has an actual power supply and an interior battery to it. First, what are the sensors integrated in it? First is MQ6. MQ6 sensors detect the flammable gases. Okay, flammable gases include propylene, butane, methane, LPG, etc. So I calibrated this MQ6 sensors for LPG emissions. The calibration is done by several processes, which is hectic to explain orally. So if required, I may explain it visually. Okay. So then, okay, MQ6 and then MQ9. Okay, MQ9 detects all the toxic gases present in air, toxic to humans specifically. Okay, first of all, it detects carbon monoxide and methane. Carbon monoxide and methane are both most harmful gases which can be easily measured or calibrated from MQ9 sensors. So this is for humans. And then MQ135. MQ135 is a wide range of gas sensor which senses an extraordinary amount of gases. So we have to calibrate each gases to get an accurate value out of it, which is currently not possible with MQ135. We can opt for specific sensors for more precise value. But why we choose MQ135 is that it can monitor the whole air quality with a single sensor. But it is not a parametric mean, so it doesn't involve accurate measure of each gases. Generally, it gives the air quality here has 500 ppm, 600 ppm, etc. It is an overall measure. So what I have fixed threshold values for each and every column. So first is that good quality and bad quality, and then healthy, and then hazardous. These 4 has individual threshold values which can be displayed in this display unit. That is. And then DHT22. It is nothing but a normal temperature and humidity sensors. It is mandatory in every industry because the exhaust gases will be mostly of high temperatures and the humidity contents may be of any liquid presence or fluid presence inside the air. So DHT22 will help in monitoring it. So this is the whole main components of my product. And then To include this as an actual product into the working model, I have incorporated several additional means, which is push to on switch, push to off switch, and then reset button, and then contrast adjuster, and then both sensors calibrated, and then air quality monitoring display unit. Okay, so what happens here is that simple. The Arduino board actually gets inside. Arduino board actually gets the every values from each sensors, and it calibrates and gives it to the display unit. Okay, first of all, what does the potentiometers do? I have two potentiometers fixed inside it. First potentiometer is fixed between MQ6 and MQ9, both sensors. What it does is it gets the power from battery or direct supply, and it separates both the values it actually the power is driven from the both sensors, and it actually separates the power voltage output of both sensors for the Arduino to calibrate the actual value of gases. So the first potentiometer separates the voltage output from the both sensors, okay? And then the second potentiometer is this contrast button. It is used to adjust the brightness of the display unit. And it is the overall component and overall integration of our project. It also has an external supply unit and a power supply board. Okay, then that's it. So this is our current project and the current scenario. I am proposing this as a mass customizable because we just customize it for the general need, and what we are going to do further is that we are going to optimize it for specific industries. Okay, so if we take furnaces and that side departments, the emission of COs and methanes will be insane amount. So if some industries emits methane more, like sheep, wooling industry, right, where we get wools from or animals, etc., which involves animals and waste components, extract a lot of methane from it. So for that industries, we propose this same device with methane sensors alone, or we can include various sensors from which that companies emit the gas. Okay, so it can be optimized for individual companies based on their gases exhaust. Okay, and then what is our future aspect? Okay, this is an actual display unit which can be monitored only here. So what we are going to do in future is that we are going to make it in the IoT integrated device. So what does it do? Okay, first of all, it actually monthly basis, I told that it will be calibrating everything in a monthly basis. When we integrate IoT in it, we can collect the data from. We can use the data to incorporate it to higher authorities. So when a company installs our product, it detects every inch and every amount of gases exhausting from that industry, and then we can produce it to the higher authority. So what does it do? Like especially like electricity, right? Everything we do, everything we consume, the electricity can be noted, written down, and they will be giving a bill to us. So it follows the same principle, but what is simple difference is that you don't need to pay anything for it. You just need to control the amount of gases which are given for threshold value. There are threshold values set depends upon the environment. So each environment has different equilibrium, right? So if we release a lot of gases, it disturbs the equilibrium of that environment. So we can set the threshold value based on the environment, and in the monthly data basis, the emission of toxic gases shouldn't exceed the threshold value which we provide. If it exceeds, the companies should provide or pay a tax or something. No tax. They should be doing a fine amount for it, or they should be banning it actually, because a lot of emission of toxic gases leads to the disruption of environment, as I said before. So this project can be improvement to the standard of the environment, and it can even helps in sustainability of the environment. So this is what I propose. So then, thank you.